Hey guys, it's Red Nomster, and today I am here in a blank redstone world to show off a little bit of a pocket design that I'm working on. Now, if you don't know what a pocket house is, or a pocket design in general, it's the most viewed thing on my channel, so you're probably living under a rock, but if you want to check the description, there'll be links to multiple versions of it, but I'll explain them really quick as to what it is. Essentially, a pocket house is a compact house that is stuffed with the things that you want, not just the things that you need to survive, like most compact houses. So, my original pocket house had things like a slime block, TNT cannon, and it had like a minecart entrance, smelting, auto smelting, and auto brewing and things like that. Also had Mushroom Steve because he's a pretty cool guy. Had an alarm system, a security system that uses lava, and it's only 4x3x3, so that fits in a very small space. Now I kind of strayed away from the actual compactness of it and started following themes more or less. So I started building things like pocket tanks, which had missiles that detached from the walls and fired at your enemies. I went to a pocket castle after that, and it had like a working drawbridge, and it looked more like a castle than the pocket tank looked like a tank, so I kept on going and going. And then it also had like a working forge, and also the walls were made out of things like auto smelting, of course, and things like that. And it was still very compact, it was beautiful, self-contained and things like that. Now, I also went on to make a pocket mansion, which was more aesthetically closely to a mansion than a, practically a mansion. Because when you think of mansions, like, what are you going to build? Like a chandelier? That's like a redstone lamp and a lever. There's not much you can do. Maybe like a secret hidden bookcase entrance, but it's a small house. You can't really do that. But I did do some unique stuff with it, as well as adding the shrinking concept to it of mine, which is basically a boat mixed with carpets and flower pots, which allows you to traverse a 1 block tall space. And that made it a lot more easy to compact the shell of it. Now, the final one I made was for the Ingenious series, actually Ingenious Episode 2, which was alongside many other submissions of a pocket spaceship. Now, my spaceship was pretty cool, I think. It had like working missiles and stuff like that, but I went more aesthetically towards the spaceship instead of practically. The #1 winner, voted by my subscribers in general and me, was the fact that his actually flew away. His launched off using a flying machine, using slime block technology and things like that. And it was just amazing. It was all sustainability on top of it, using like mushrooms and bowls and minecarts and stuff. It was fantastic. So what I've tried to do here is I want to go back to that kind of thing. I want to build a pocket house, a pocket design in general, but I want to find a concept and stick to it essentially. So what I've done is I went out and found, followed a abstract concept more or less than a tangible concept, one that actually exists in real life, and that would be a piston house. Now, if you don't know what a piston house is, it's essentially a very controversial subject on Mumbo Jumbo's channel, which is basically a house that is stuffed with redstone contraptions, right? So it's very similar to the definition of a pocket house, except for the only subsequent difference from mine to his is the fact that a pocket house is a compact house stuffed with redstone contraptions, essentially. So it makes it for a lot more compact space. So mixing the two together is very interesting. Now, the reason it's controversial is because for a house that's stuffed with redstone contraptions, a piston house, the definition is quite variable. Not a lot of people know, like how many redstone contraptions you need to have in the house to make it a piston house. Or they don't know how visible the redstone should be, if it should be hidden or anything. Generally with a pocket house, the walls are made out of the redstone because that makes it much more compact. But anyways, so mixing the two together, this is what we have right here. Essentially, we have this little grass plane, right, and a little stone button. Now, I went above and beyond just making a pocket piston house and also made it completely hidden, so it's amazing in my opinion. But it's going to be a little bit glitchy because I'm using shaders and because this piston tape that I'm using for the downwards elevator type thing is a little laggy as well. So if we go ahead and get out of here, grass I can't see. We hit this button, we will slowly fall, and as you can see, there's a lot of piston noises, but we are here in this little compact pocket house, and everything is here. So I'll just go through right away the list of things. Basically, we have a furnace, right? But it's also an auto smelting furnace, so we have these two chests that lead in the hoppers to the top and the side. If we look in the first chest, it's the cooking chest, so that's where we put our raw food and things of that nature. And then we also have a cold chest that auto drains into it as well. We also have a storage chest, which has a fishing rod, seeds, and a wooden hoe. So I'll take that right away. And then we also have a enchantment table up here for level 1 enchants, and an anvil for repairing weapons and armor, and also putting enchanted books on equipment. We also have an auto armor dispensary, which I forgot to put armor in, so I'll do that right now. Alright, so as you can see, we have no clothing on, and there are now armor inside of the dispensers, and we have this little glowstone block. Now, we actually have to move this glowstone block in order to actually use this, but what we do is we stand about right here, and hit the dispensers, and as you can see, we have our beautiful clothing once again, and then we also have this little spot right here with the dirt and the water revealed by the light moving. Now, right here, of course, we can then hoe the ground, or till it, whatever you want to call it, and then put seeds on it, and now we have farms! We can make wheat. And there's a crafting table to craft bread and other things of that nature. And from here, you can also reach some of the other utilities that you have in the house. So what I have next is automatic brewing. So what we have here is a brewing stand that you can barely see the hitbox of, and then a hopper leading nether wart into it, and then a hopper leading water bottles into it, and that has a full chest as well. Now, there's actually no water bottles in there, but if we wanted to fill it up, we'd have to remove that dirt block because it's not transparent. Therefore, we cannot open the chest even if we wanted to, so that's a little bit of a downfall, but it's still very easy to manage. The next thing is above this crafting table and next to the farm, we also have a bed. Now, it doesn't look like there's a valid spawning spot anywhere for the bed, but once we get in, as you can see, I've slept multiple times a day because I sleep a lot. We leave the bed, and now we are in this little capsule right here. Jesus. Oh. I'm allergic to tight spaces. Anyways, so what we have here is a bed again. Now, we can just sleep here and sleep all day just like real life, or we can get in this little minecart to leave. Now, we could sit here in our little chair. As you can see me, I'm beautiful. Look at me. Screenshot. Beautiful. And also, if we sit here, we can also look in the cooking chest as well and just sit here and eat food on the couch all day just like real life. Anyways, from here we can also hit this little button, which makes the little 1x2 elevator go upwards as well. So it's a up and down thing. It's not like you have to go die to get out or something. So if we hit shift, as you can see, we land on the ground here. But if we get in the minecart, hit the button, and then hit shift, we now raise with the platform. You thought I was done? No, that is not the whole thing. If we hit this little button right here, we go back down. Listen to the piston sounds for a little while. I just love that sound, it's beautiful. Now, the thing I want to talk about now is what happens if somebody sees you, right? There's a 1x2 hole to the sky right now, and they could just be looking down and saying, hey, there's a man down there, and I have a lava bucket in my hand. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna drop that lava bucket, of course, or shoot with arrows, or do whatever they want. They can even jump in the hole, they won't die of fall damage, of course, it's like 6 blocks down, I don't know. But there's a little 1x2 space right here, so we can just sit here, or 1x1x2, anyways, and they can't hit you with lava, but they can still hit you with arrows, so it's not the most protective. The next thing you could do, other than, well, before I tell you, hey, get out of here, Makashi, what the hell? Before I tell you how to escape in multiple other ways, you can also hit this little button right here, and what it does, just a little fun thing on the side, is it makes you shrink to 1 block. Yeah, I'm so cute! But if you want to get out, you just hit this button right here, and that button is also space. If you didn't know, that's the jump button for those newbies out there. But we can also dual band it and make it so that if we come over here and we hit the button up here, the elevator then raises once again. You can't really see it because of the glitchiness. Let's keep hitting zoom in, that refreshes it. But as you can see, there's a little hole in the ground. We can still sleep and go to our capsule if we want to hide even more. There's a farm here, so we still have our never-ending wheat. We also have the crafting table, so we can craft that wheat into bread so we don't die. And there's also cooking chest right here, so if you have any raw foods or any cooked foods in the furnace, we will be sustainable for quite a while. And you can also get to this dispenser, so if you have like a hat in there, you can put it on, sure, why not. And also you can jump down there to that little slime block as well. Now, the next escape path you have, other than just hiding or hitting the button again, is using this button once again. Now, instead of standing here where we shrink, we stand here, hit the button, and as you can see, we are now in the man cave, and it's very beautiful. As you can see, the little 1x2 hole is now sealed up, which means it seals up behind us when we run away from the people attacking us, but it's not just from hiding from people that are attacking us, it's also from hiding from the self-destruct button. Now, as you can see, this little water source block right here with the grass, or whatever, the farm, that is not just for the farm. This is actually a thing that I created a while ago, actually I'll link in the description as well, that allows you to activate something using only a fishing rod. The only way you can activate this, get out of here, Craftological, is by using a fishing rod. So if we hit a fishing rod and there, and then sit over here, and then wait, we hit the button to escape, man cave, success. Plus pistons. So this is what the Pocket-Piston house looks like on the outside. It's very simple, it's actually very compact for the things that it does, such as the 7 tall little elevator over here, and it goes up and down. This is actually courtesy of MorezysMinecraft, whose I will link in the description of the video anyways, and he'll have a tutorial on how to build this type of thing very soon. The elevator design without the obsidian and slime blocks won't be on his channel yet, I don't think, but it might be, so you can check it out. But essentially, courtesy of him, that I have a one wide elevator, and it compacts this entire design very easily and makes it very easy to hide. The only difference is that I use slime blocks in my video, and that means I had to put obsidian to extend the lines so the slabs wouldn't be taken by the slime blocks, and also that the slime blocks will not be affected by any blocks in here as well. So all of these are immovable blocks. As you can see, the note blocks are immovable, the brewing stand, beds are immovable. The crafting table actually never touches it because it's on the very corner of it. But we can go ahead and just patch that up real quick. So as you can see, all the dirt and stuff like that, and all the things that are movable are at corners of the slime blocks and will never be touched. Another thing I want to explain is also this right here. So if we go into here, basically when the block is moving, we will be sucked down into it. Possibly? No? Fantastic, there we go. As you can see, it's a thing that's been in Minecraft for a long time. Basically, you can fall through a block that's in motion, and once we do, we're not going to take damage because it's not in our head, so we don't suffocate. So that's very simple, but if we hit this button over here, we fall through the hole, and then the slime block launcher, which basically just uses the entire thing right here, that was kind of weird, the entire thing that gets pushed up is actually moved by just one piston. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't have to put in like a separate launcher. I just used the same exact slime blocks and used 2 separate slime blocks here to bounce off of. And then of course you just land a little cave or whatever you want over here. But that's all I really have for this video, guys. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like. It shows your appreciation and your support. And of course subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next video.